Hey everyone, welcome back to the Chill English channel. Today, we're going to help you talk about your day in English, something you can use every single day.
Yeah, this is one of the best ways to practice speaking. You don't need special topics. You already have something to say. Your day.
Exactly. Think about how you usually start your day. Maybe you wake up early, or maybe you hit the snooze button a few times. You can say, I wake up at 7, or I usually get up late on weekends.
Add some details to sound natural. For example, I wake up at 7, but I stay in bed for 10 minutes. Or, I get up right away and open the window for fresh air.
I like that. Then you can continue with simple actions. I brush my teeth, take a shower, get dressed, and make coffee. Just small, clear sentences.
If you want to talk about what happened yesterday, remember to switch to past tense. I woke up late. I didn't have breakfast. I went to work. These little tense changes help you sound more real.
Right. And you can add how you feel. I felt sleepy. I was in a hurry. I was excited for the day. Feelings make your sentences more alive.
Let's make a short example. I woke up at 7, made coffee, and checked my phone.
Then I could say, oh, I woke up at 8. I was so tired that I skipped breakfast.
That's how two people naturally talk about their morning. Short, simple, and full of small details.
After morning comes the busy part, work or study time. You can start with, I go to work at 9, or I start studying after breakfast.
And to make your English more flexible, try adding frequency words, like usually, sometimes, every day. Like, I usually take the bus, or I sometimes work from home.
I do that too. It's easy and relaxing. If you want to sound more natural, describe what you eat or how you feel. I had pasta for lunch, or I felt sleepy after eating.
That's great for daily storytelling. It doesn't need to be long, just honest and clear.
After lunch, you can talk about the afternoon. I finish work at 5, or I go to the gym.
Or if you study, I read English articles, or I watch a lesson online. It's all part of your normal day.
Adding small connecting words helps too. After that, then, later, finally. For example, I worked for a few hours, then I took a short break.
Exactly. That keeps your story smooth and natural. You're not just saying sentences, you're building a little movie of your day.
That's a great way to think about it. Imagine you're telling a friend what happened from morning to evening.
Let's try that. I woke up early, took a shower, made coffee, worked all morning, and met a friend for lunch.
Nice. Then you could add a reaction. It was a busy morning, but lunch was relaxing. That mix of actions and feelings sounds very real.
Yes, you can always make it more personal. I listened to music while working, or I had a nice talk with a friend.
It doesn't have to be complicated English. The goal is to keep speaking naturally, like this conversation. Another small tip, try using time expressions. In the morning, at noon, in the evening. They give structure to your story.
And you can describe weather or mood, too. It was sunny and warm, or it rained all day. That helps listeners imagine your day.
Right, and that's the secret to good storytelling. Making people imagine what you say. Even simple sentences can sound rich.
So now we've covered morning and most of the day. The next part is what happens when things slow down. The evening, when you finally get to relax. Evening is that quiet part of the day when you finally slow down. You can start with sentences like, I finish work at 6, or I get home around 7.
Yeah, and you can make it sound real by adding what you do first. I take off my shoes, change my clothes, and sit on the sofa. Small, natural actions.
Then you can talk about dinner. I cook something simple, or I order food because I'm too tired to cook. Everyone can relate to that.
Totally. You can describe what you eat, too. I made some rice and vegetables, or I had chicken with salad. These small details make your story more alive.
And you can connect ideas with after, then, or later. Like, after dinner, I watch a show. Or, then I clean up the kitchen.
You can also describe your mood. I feel relaxed after dinner. Or, I feel lazy but happy. Adding emotion makes you sound more natural.
That's true. People don't just want to know what you did. They want to feel how it was.
Right. Even simple phrases help. It was a long day. Or, it was quiet and peaceful.
Then comes the nighttime routine. You can say, I take a shower, or I drink tea before bed. It's all part of your daily rhythm.
I love saying, I read a few pages of a book, or I listen to calm music before sleeping. It sounds cozy and peaceful.
That's nice. You can also use linking phrases to keep the story moving. After that, then, or later. For example, after that, I turned off the lights and went to bed.
And don't forget to describe your thoughts. I felt grateful for the day, or I was thinking about my plans for tomorrow.
Exactly. That's how you bring emotion and reflection into your English. It makes your speaking smoother and deeper.
You can even mix tenses a little. I worked all day, but now I'm relaxing. It sounds very natural because that's what native speakers do.
Yeah, they don't always stay in one tense. It changes with time. Past for what already happened, present for what's happening now.
And that helps listeners follow your story easily.
Let's try a full example. I finished work at 6, came home, took a shower, made pasta, and watched a movie.
Then you can add feelings. I felt tired but happy. Or the movie was funny and helped me relax.
That's a perfect short story of your evening. You don't need big words, just small, real moments.
You can even describe sounds or smells to make it feel more real. The rain was falling outside, or I could smell coffee in the kitchen.
That kind of detail makes your English expressive. It's what turns simple speaking into storytelling.
And the best part is you already know these words. You just need to connect them naturally.
Yes, and practice every day. You can even record a short diary entry. For example, today was busy, but I learned something new.
That's a great idea. Daily reflection builds your fluency step by step.
And don't worry about mistakes. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress.
Absolutely. When you talk about your day, you learn how to express time, actions, and emotions all at once.
Right. You can describe what happened, what you're doing, and even what you'll do tomorrow. Like, I worked hard today, and I'll rest tomorrow.
That's a nice rhythm. Past, present, and future. It makes your English sound flexible and confident.
Also, try adding short comments or reactions. It was a nice day, or I can't believe how fast time went.
Those little expressions make your speaking sound alive, not robotic.
Exactly. So when you talk about your day, don't just list actions. Share small thoughts and emotions.
That's what keeps a listener interested. It's not about perfect grammar, it's about connection.
Well said. Talking about your day is a way to connect, not only with others, but also with yourself.
When you describe your day out loud, you understand it better. You notice what made you happy or what you want to change tomorrow.
And that habit also keeps your English growing naturally. Every sentence is practice.
So, after you finish talking about your day, take a moment to think, what new words did I use today? What can I add next time?
That's how your daily English becomes stronger without pressure.
Exactly. Now that we've gone through your full day, morning to night, we can explore how to make your story sound even more natural and connected. When you can describe your day clearly, the next step is to make it sound more natural, like a real story. It's all about the little connections between your ideas.
Yeah, instead of saying short sentences one by one, try linking them smoothly. For example, I woke up late, so I skipped breakfast. Or I finished work early, then met a friend. Those tiny words, so, then, because, make your English flow.
Right. You can even add contrast. It was a busy day, but I felt good. Or I was tired, yet I decided to cook dinner. That's how you sound more natural and emotional.
And don't forget adverbs, like quickly, slowly, quietly, carefully. They make your story vivid, like I quickly made breakfast and ran to catch the bus.
You can also use time expressions to give structure. At first, after that, later on, in the evening. For example, at first, I didn't feel like working, but later, I focused better.
That's perfect storytelling. It's simple English, but it feels alive because the sentences connect and flow like real thoughts.
Another tip is to add reactions. After saying what you did, tell how it made you feel. I cleaned my room. It felt good to have everything tidy.
Yeah, and it helps listeners or teachers understand you better too. Feelings bring personality to your speech.
Also, don't worry about sounding repetitive. In real conversations, people often repeat words. That's totally normal. The key is rhythm and clarity.
Exactly. You can practice that by recording yourself and then listening. Try to hear where you pause, where it sounds flat, and where you can add emotion.
And when you record, don't just read sentences. Imagine you're talking to someone you know. It helps your tone sound natural and friendly.
That's how you train your mouth and brain to think in English. It's not just memorizing, it's real communication.
Another fun trick is to describe your day using different moods. For example, describe a happy day, a lazy day, or a stressful one. It helps you learn emotional vocabulary.
Yeah, like, I was lazy all day, but it felt nice. Or I had so much work, I couldn't even take a break. You can build so many examples just by changing the feeling.
And you can make it visual too. Imagine your day like a short movie. Describe what you saw, heard, and felt. The sky was bright. The coffee smelled good. The bus was crowded.
That's great practice. You're not just speaking, you're painting with words. And that's what fluency really is.
You can also add your thoughts about tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll wake up earlier. Or, I hope tomorrow is easier. It makes your story sound complete.
That's a good habit because you connect past, present, and future. You're not just describing, you're reflecting.
And reflection is powerful. When you talk about your day, you practice grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, and even emotion.
You can do it anytime, in the morning, while walking, in the shower, or before bed. Just speak freely.
Yeah, even 2 minutes a day is enough. The key is to make it part of your life, not just a study rule.
Exactly. Learning English becomes easier when it's natural, not forced.
You could even use this idea with friends. Ask each other, how was your day? Then answer in English for a few minutes.
That's perfect conversation practice. And you'll learn real phrases without memorizing lists.
You can also challenge yourself. Pick a different focus each day. One day, talk about work. Another about food. Another about people you met.
That keeps your English fresh. You'll repeat common words but in new contexts, which builds confidence.
And confidence is the secret ingredient. Once you can describe your day easily, you're already thinking in English.
Right. You don't need to translate anymore. The words just come because you've used them in real daily stories.
And if you ever feel bored, change the tone. Make it funny, dramatic, or relaxed. I was a hero today. I cleaned the kitchen.
Exactly. Humor makes practice enjoyable.
So, tell us, how was your day? Write a few sentences in the comments and share your story in English.
We'd love to read them. It's a great way to practice and connect with other learners.
Thanks for spending time with us today. Keep it chill, keep it real, and keep learning.
Take care, everyone, and see you next time. Goodbye.